Pumping up, pumping high, pumping up, it really feels like flying. Coming up, just like a lion.
I am hungry for spare ribs tonight. Oreo cookies. But this is a typical day that we have to compensate for everything that we're going to eat tonight. Because tonight we're going to a bistro, a Argentine restaurant with good proper steaks. But also you can eat all you can eat spare ribs. And I know their spare ribs are the best. I've been coming there since I was 6 years old. And man, I know what's gonna happen. This is the first time after my contest that I'm going to eat out. Good morning. The sun is shining in the Netherlands. Nice weather again. Time to put out the jerseys, show off a little bit. Now we're heading on our way to the gym right now, getting the second workout of the new trainings program. We're doing some deadlifts, lunges, squats. So it's gonna be a good day, knowing that tonight I'm gonna have spare ribs. Man, it's gonna be a feast. So, but let's get into the workout. So people have always asking me, yo dude, where do you get those jaws from, the muscular? You know, when I get shredded, it's getting obvious. And well, that's hard work, ladies and gentlemen. That's approximately more than 10 years being consistent, eating and beasting chewing gum each and every day. You know, I don't know why it became a habit, but I just eat chewing gum each and every day. It's unbelievable. So, if you want muscular jaws, hey, you need to get your chewing gum game up, ladies and gentlemen. Time to work out. Not only is it hot in the gym, but I've got to do a lot of volume. Sumo deadlifting for the ass and the hamstrings, squatting, lunges, which I've not done for so many years, and right now it feels a pain in the ass. It's definitely killing. And this is only a start, week 1. And we're having some weeks where we are doing, instead of 4 sets, we're doing 6 sets in total. 6 sets for the hypertrophy intended workouts. Dude, this is gonna be killing. Let's do this. I'm lying on the freaking lane called machine. We've done squats, power, we've done sumo deadlifting, we've done lunges. My freaking ass is on fire. Now I gotta do leg curls again, calf raises. Thank you, Jeff, thank you. Workout is done. Unbelievable. My ass is on fire. Unbelievable. So now heading back home. I think the spare ribs will do its job tonight, because this workout was high energy costs, right? High energy dependent. So right now just getting myself a shake or something, or maybe a victory bar, get some fiber in, and for tonight, and make sure that I reach my fiber goal for today, because the foods that I'm eating tonight is not a whole lot of fiber. So maybe victory bar, or what else, but still suppressing the carbohydrate intake and fat intake, because tonight is gonna be a beasting mode. I think the carbohydrate intake is not so severe, because the only thing I'm getting is French fries, garlic French fries, mayonnaise, the barbecue sauce of the spare ribs itself, of course, and what else? Bread. Well, that's pretty much carbohydrate, I guess. So better for me just to save on all macronutrients. Protein, I don't think I'm getting a lot of protein, because spare ribs got protein as well as fats. But remember, most of the spare ribs you're getting, the whole rack, it's consisting, most of it is bones. So the real meat on, the net meat from that rack is, or the rib, is not as much as we think. And this is also a problem with calculating macronutrients, which is hard, but I'm curious how much it is. So I think I bring away my weighing scale with me, so that I know approximately how much meat is on a single rack that I'm ordering. Again, it's all you can eat. So for the next time I'm coming there, I know exactly, counting by the amount of ribs that I'm eating, and then estimate or make an approximation out of that and calculate into my macronutrients. This is the way you can do it. Normally, if I have such a day, hey, I'm just using the compensation mode, saving all the macronutrients just to go full out on the evening, and compensate for or to prevent a humongous overload on calories getting into your fat cells and stuff like that. So and then I just simply don't count macros. I just go by feel, if I know, for instance, let's say I go to a restaurant, a fish restaurant. Well, fish is pretty lean, not a lot of fat. Of course, it all depends on what you're ordering, side dishes, all that stuff. But based on that, you can make an estimation on what macronutrients you're taking in excess and save on that. So, again, flexibility here. But tonight, I definitely want to know how much spare ribs I'm getting into my body. Just curiosity. And again, the dessert, man, chocolate and chocolate. It's gonna be a feast. with surviving on Monster Zero to suppress the hunger feeling, although I have not experienced any hunger at all. And you might think, dude, what are you sitting with your shirt on top of your shoulder? Well, otherwise I'm getting these crazy lines here. So we had our breakfast, we had our 2 victory bars, and then I wanted to take a shake, but I was like, well, it's better to eat food because a shake is digested very quickly, and you know, you get hunger faster. So I just took away with me just some tuna in canned tuna. You know, it's just protein only, and tonight can indulge big time. So you see, it's easy compensation, and make sure that the caloric surplus today is not too much. After that particular meal, we will stop eating. I guess I will be bloated as hell. So, and then after that, we will be finished by 9 o'clock, I think, maybe 10 o'clock p.m. with the whole binge eating at the restaurant. And then have a long fasting period, because normally you would pre-bedtime take a meal. Then you will go to sleep, 7 to 8 hours fasting, because you're sleeping. But right now we are stopping after the particular meal. And then you have a pretty damn good fasting period of a solid 10 hours, maybe 12 hours. So we will see what the weight does tomorrow, and keep going. So we are officially 30 minutes out for the spirit demolishment at Gauchos. And well, you know, Gauchos is actually pretty crazy if I think about it right now. Gauchos is one of the restaurants that when I was young I was going there. My dad brought me always with him, and with mom eating spare ribs. So that's approximately the only restaurant that I've been consistent with and consistent on, and so therefore I just love to eat there, and I want to eat more there, you know, without having the stress about how many macronutrients are there in the spare rib and all the stuff that I binge on. But I still want to make sure that I'm somewhat tracking out the macronutrients that I'm taking in. So I was pretty curious actually when I was thinking, hey, today we're going to eat there, but in the near future we'll be eating there too, right? So I made a spreadsheet, as you can see, a little spreadsheet here with because I'm just curious what kind of macronutrients I'm approximately eating over there. And spare ribs, as I told you earlier, consists of a lot of bones, so you never know how much meat there is really on. So to give the quick estimation, you know, you can go by look or track your MyFitnessPal and just log in one whole rack, but all the macronutrients and all the ingredients in MyFitnessPal, they are way off. So I'm going to figure out how much meat is there, approximately how much barbecue sauce, and based on that I have a rough estimation of what's on the plate. So with the spreadsheet here, what I did is macronutrient estimations, starters, what I'm going to have, head course, side dishes as well. I already know French fries, and French fries is coming with mayonnaise, of course, and ketchup, so I'm counting that too. Maybe not today, maybe another day, but I'm just curious how many French fries there is in one bowl. Also, I'm gonna order corn with butter on it, so I want to know how much corn I'm eating at that particular meal. But now, the barbecue, the spare rib itself, how am I going to calculate it? Well, I got a generic number found on the internet for just meat you know, and most of the 100 gram values are 20 grams of protein, 20 grams of fat, approximately the same, and carbohydrate is low. So, but hey, barbecue sauce on top of that, that's carbohydrate, right? We will account for it. So I got it's actually all you can eat spare ribs. So what I wrote down on this paper here, I don't know if you can see it, but I just read it down for you. So I got the total weight of the plate. I'm bringing my weighing scale with me. I'm just out of curiosity, right? So I'm going to weigh the whole plate. So leave the lettuce off, whatever, as long as you're not eating that. So the total weight of the plate, the total weight after I demolished the ribs, and then you are left with the bones and all the stuff. That would mean that we are only weighing the total amounts. We subtract that from each other, and then you got the net meat you have eaten from pork, and now you can approximately estimate how many pork meat you have got into your body. Now, of course, what you can do, I also wrote down the amount of ribs there's in one rack. Approximately, most of the time for spare ribs, 13 to 15 bones. But hey, that's just something I want to know. And based on that, I am calculating the calories or the total overall meat on the rack from Gauchos, the restaurant itself. So the next time I'm coming to that particular restaurant, I know today I've eaten 3 racks of Gauchos spare ribs, and this what I have calculated last visit. So now I'm putting just into my macro in my fitness pal 3 ribs worth from Gauchos. Bam, good to go. You know exactly where you are. Although it is an approximation or an estimation with the calculated things, you still are accounting for it, and make sure you are not going way over it, because today we are going way over. It's time for spare ribs demolishment. Welcome to Gauchos. Christopher, yes sir. Mother, Dad,
Okay.
and Robin Fieselman. It's gonna be a feast. The big boys. Now, of course, to start with, bread. Very, very, very fat, full garlic butter. Olive pastry or olive, I don't know how you call that.
Like this, and we'll do zelf verdienen.
Dip it in one sauce, then the creamy butter, olive oil, ladies and gentlemen, starter. Argentina selection here. Gonna dig in. Now, I've learned that you need to eat your plate empty. So if there's a prawn on the plate and the head is left over, we eat it. The head is full of protein.
There's a knife on my plate, just eat it.
So, wine, spare ribs. What's this?
It's a chorizo beef.
No, what's this? What's this? Why not this?
Because I'm a meat lover, not a bone lover.
Was jij nou een mietjeslover?
No, I'm a meat lover. No.
All you can eat, baby. Oh, yes. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now the French fries and the garlic fries still needs to come on the table. It's getting hungry here. Oh, yeah. Bon appetit, ladies and gentlemen. We toast on the red wine, potato, French fries, mice, and spare ribs, baby. Let's get into it. That's 1. That's 2. And the wine. Sorry. French fries, mayonnaise, and a corn. Number 2. Dessert, last one. Christopher, the sugar man. As you know him.
Yes, sir.
Damn. Dolce de leche.
Goes to the leche crepe. Not as in
Amazing.
crepe that it is crepe, but it's a crepe as in pancake.
And also chocolate and chocolate. Good one. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a feast. So, back home from the binge factor. Let's take a look. Yes, veins, veins, but look at the bloat. Look at the water retention. I tried to squeeze, but it's hard, man. It was so delicious that it ended up in a huge binge factor. I was actually doing a strategy. I have not counted the macros. I'm sorry, guys. But my mom, yes, I'm going to accuse my mom, but she was totally forgotten the whole weighing scale. I put it in her bag, but she put it on the couch or whatever. To cut the story short, it was tasteful. And I have counted the amount of bones. And each rib had approximately 12 to 13 bones left over once I demolished the meat. And by my view, one bone, of course, has 2 sides of meat. Now that's approximately 20 to 40 grams of meat on each rib. And that's accounted for both sides. So if you have 12 to 13 ribs, you can do the math. If you have 2 ribs, 2 racks, I ate 2 racks. And the sauce was honey ketchup sauce. It was unbelievable deliciously. But no barbecue sauce, so I don't know where the hell I should shoot for. I'm not going to figure out. I'm going to go try to get rid of this bloat again. I'm gonna drink a ton of water right now just to flush out every single bit of water and see what the weight does. But there's no dessert anymore for me, or a late night pre-bedtime shake, ice cream, whatever. But we keep things going. It was a pleasure. Tomorrow rest day. Thursday we will be back in the gym. I will be doing cardio tomorrow, so hey, until the next time, peace. 71 kilograms. Not pretty bad actually, for a huge binge. With a refeed day normally I would also weigh 1 kilogram heavier. Plus, it's very early in the morning, so I just slept like 5 hours. But spare ribs gains. Let's do some cardio.